Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Bengaluru-based UNNATI Foundation, a not-for-profit organization that provides students from underprivileged backgrounds with vocational training and social transformation training, will become India's first NGO to be listed on the NSE and BSE Social Stock Exchange. So what does this mean for the organization? We're now joined by Ramesh Swamy, the director of SGBS UNNATI Foundation. Ramesh, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Now, before I get into the listing on the Social Stock Exchange, talk to me about what it is that you exactly do. What's your mission?
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you for having us here today. Unnati is about employability. We strive hard. We have two programs. One is a center model, where we train youth in 35 days, give them a job at the end of 35 days, and ask them to go. This is one model which we run in our own centers. We have around 40 centers across the country. Another model where we are scaling, and we are talking about that program in the SSC also, Social Stock Exchange, is called UNEXT, where we go to the government colleges, run a finishing school model of 90 hours of in-house, 3 hours a day into 30 days, training in English, life skills, values, and interview skills, etc. Give them a job when they graduate, and that's how you change all of them, and largely in the rural areas.
Right.
This year alone, in the financial year this year, we are looking at a lack of youth across 10 states in the country.
You're looking at impacting 1 lakh youth across various states. Now, before I delve into your model a little bit more, your organization will become the first NGO to be listed on the NSE and BSE Social Stock Exchange. So talk to us about what this entails. What's the kind of impact you hope to create with this listing?
Okay, so it's very important. Let me put in perspective two things. One, there are two verticals on which an NGO survives. One, on the governance model. Two is about impact, social impact, what you create. When you go into a social stock exchange kind of a listing, it means that you are under scrutiny on both accounts. It's not just about governance, but it is also about the social impact you're able to create, you're able to measure, and quantitatively and qualitatively, and you're putting your neck on the block saying that, yes, we believe in this and we will deliver this. So it's a very important aspect as far as the NGO is concerned. And what we intend doing is not just about Unnati, but on the whole, as an NGO sector, there is always a kind of disbelief or, exaggerated situations, or people have their own doubts for various reasons. Right or wrong is different, but there is this kind of issues. We are trying to say that through SSC, where you are, and in India, it's the first of its kind, where we actually, it's the first of its kind where we actually are talking about the NSC and the BSC, both the commercial stock exchanges, and you are, as an NGO, going through the entire details of their vetting process, the submissions, every aspect which a commercial organization will go through. So it's a very powerful medium.
Absolutely.
And this medium should become very big in the years to come, which will help a lot of NGOs who believe in these kind of transparency and accountability to make a difference.
Yeah. So essentially, let me just sort of give you an idea about what Unnati Foundation does. It's a not-for-profit organization and is one of the first NGOs which will be listed on the NSE and BSE Social Stock Exchange. What this entails essentially is that you get better access to investors. There's more money that you can raise via this, and also it will help create more transparency, which allows even the investors to have more faith in the company that they're putting funds into. And Unnati Foundation essentially helps students in rural India, especially who are towards their 12th grade, be able to learn certain skills, vocational skills, that are going to help them educate themselves further and get employed. Now, this exchange, Ramesh, gives you better access to investors to raise funds. So how much are you looking to raise? What are the benefits that the Social Stock Exchange offers organizations like yours? Transparency was obviously one. So talk to us about how much money you hope to raise and what it helps with investors on that front.
Yeah, in this particular issue of ZCZP, we are hoping to raise 2 crores of rupees. It's a 1 rupee ZCZP instrument, and we are hoping to raise around 2 crores.
Right. So you're hoping to raise about 2 crores. Also, if you can tell us, how do you sustain yourself? Are you mostly grant-based? Talk to us about the various partnerships that you have as well.
So we are largely grant-based, actually totally grant-based. Very few individual donors, but the program UNEXT is supported immensely by people like Infosys Foundation, Boeing, GE. Then you have ExxonMobil and companies like MUFG who support us in a big way. That is how it works.
All right. And finally, before we end, if you could quickly tell us, you told us a little bit about your UNEXT program. Just talk to us about how does one access the program? What's the process like?
So what we have done is we have been able to successfully go to 10 states, go to the government departments in these 10 states and sign MOUs to ensure that we are opening the doors in the government college. They open the doors in the government colleges for the final years. We recruit people from the local area.
All right, Ramesh. On that note, we're completely out of time, but thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we wish you all the best on this mission that you're on.